And after a week of delay, we will work for Abia, the worst track there is. So that's gonna be third week, as I'm a week late. I might do Lego Mayor right after Abia. We'll see that. Uh, okay, everything seems to be set right. Hello, Links, Jack. And okay, sorry guys for being late. Uh, Life is a bit complicated at the moment, but that doesn't matter. So today is gonna be ABR, so the race from 2 weeks ago. I might also do Lago Mayor just after ABR. I'll think of it. So as I said, currently we are at ABR. So let's have a look at the grid. With Ahmed starting first, Schalk starting second, Phil starting third, Kira28, I don't remember his name, starting fourth, the other Ferrari, Abe's fifth, Abulia starting sixth, Kieran seventh, Bandit eighth, Banky ninth, Monk 10th, Bracy 11th, Michelle 12th, Juho 13th, Chaosrid 14th, Young Sappy 15th, and Skora 16th. So let's see if someone has a silly strategy for the. Yeah, we have Michelle starting on mediums. Everyone else is on softs. So that's gonna be interesting to see. So let's go. We already have 2 lights, 3 light, 4 light, 5 light, and here we are. Everyone started well, but we see that, oh, what did Phil do? I think he thought that he would be better, but we already see that Kieran has overtaken Abe. Will he make the move on the next corner? Yeah, and he'll also overtook Abula in the span to place before the first corner. Very good, very good job of him. Let's see this corner because it's gonna be where chaos can happen. It seems that it's pretty clean. Nice seeing a clean turn 1 and turn 2 at RBR because those are very hard to take with all the other car around us. Nice of most driver to all drivers to have been able to go through. Abulia with a half-second penalty, I would guess he crossed the line and he seems to be laggy too. It's not the best way for another driver to overtake someone when he's laggy because you don't know when he's. Oh, and he's going into the grass, now into the gravel for good measure. And where is he? On the side of the track, serving his penalty. But I think that the game. What? Oh, he had disconnected. Okay. that was very strange. And just when I came, I want to see that. What happened to him? Young Seppi following, was being followed by Bracy very closely. Oh, Bracy just took the rear wheel from Young Seppi, sending him away. That's very unfortunate. Let's get back on track. Ahmed is still first. I think that the top three hadn't changed, but it will change soon because Chalk has a half-second penalty that could help Phil to get in front of him, and maybe Kira at 28 might be able to. Kieran is maybe too far for that, but we'll see that. So it's not a big domination as we have already seen in previous races, but still Ahmed is already creating a small gap between him and second place. So we'll see for the rest of the race. Nothing wrong seems to have happened as everyone is in the same sector except for Young Sapi and Skora. I've missed something from Skora, I think, because he wasn't that close from Young Sapi before. Let's see, Schalke served his penalty and he's still second. Nicely done, but Phil is now very close and willing to overtake. Maybe on the first corner. Phil is on the inside, Schalke on the outside. Phil is a bit ahead now. Overtake. Will Schalke try the switcheroo? No, and the Ferrari behind didn't know what to do. But that was a clean overtake. Nicely done. Let's see if something else is happening, but it seems to be a very dull race. Sorry to say that, but that's what happened every time at that track. As you guys will know, I hate this fucking track. RBR shouldn't exist. That's the worst track in the game. So that's my own opinion. But I don't care what anyone would say. RBR shouldn't exist. And Kea has been able to overtake Schalke, but Schalke has taken back his third position, but he's still under attack from Kea, who is very close, maybe trying something here, but no, Schalke closes the door and Kea is not able to overtake him. Nicely done, nice defense. Let's see what's happening behind. We have Juho right when I come, who is overtaking Bracy, but he's going very wide and being overtook by both Bracy and I think that Kerosdrid will be able to overtake him. They are side by side in the straight. Kerosdrid is on the inside and Juho on the outside. Kerosdrid brake a bit later, take the corner and maintain the 11th position, but Juho is not done yet. He's now going for the outside for the turn 2. That's an interesting decision, going for the outside on this turn. Maybe willing to cross, but no, he wasn't able to. And Kerosdrid is still in 11th position, followed very closely by Juho. Juho going on the outside again, but Kerosdrid braked later and is able to maintain his position. I think that those two are not done. I've seen something happening behind. It seems that Benki has been in an incident. Let's see. Oh, a snap of a steer. That's very unfortunate. Yeah, that corner you can so easily oversteer that this is one of the reasons I hate this track. Let's get in front and see what's happening. Kera has been able to overtake Kieran. I missed that. Sorry guys. So now the top 3 being Ahmed first, Schalke second, and KR third. Ahmed is quite comfortably in first position, but KR is still under attack from Kieran. Kieran is not done yet. He's not willing to let the podium go, so he wants to go in on the box. So I think he will try something later. Nice Liberty Walk livery for the Ferrari, but I don't think that Liberty Walk does any... Oh, and just when I say that, Kier loses the rear, and now we have Kieran who is very very close, with Abe also battling with Kieran on the inside, Abe on the outside, but Abe has been able to overtake Kieran. Unfortunately, that's Kieran who has lost a position and is now under attack from Monk. And Monk, oh, that was harsh, sending him that far. And Kieran losing another position and another one from Bracy. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions in a span of less than a lap. So as I was saying, Liberty Walk, they do insane. How do we say it in English? We'll say car parts, but I don't think they do any for Ferraris. You're not allowed to modify any Ferrari by Ferrari. If you do, they will just take the Ferrari back and say you're not a Ferrari owner worthy. So they've done that to quite a few Ferrari owners. So both Lambos are in the back with Cora. They are quite far back already. Now we have Chaos Dread under attack from Phil, and Chaos having a half-second penalty. Bracy must have done a mistake because Kieran had taken his position back and Bracy is far behind and nearly oversteer here. We have Chaos Dread on the inside, Bracy on the outside, and Chaos Dread going for the move, but remember he has a half-second penalty. If I was Bracy, I wouldn't battle for that. The penalty will do the job. Bracy tries everything to go as fast as he can. There are now two side by side. Bracy with a half-second penalty for cutting the last corner of the S's, and Phil overtaking Bracy and Carol Dread at the same time. Great job from Phil. But now Bracy is side by side with Phil, the Porsche going a bit faster than the FT1. Bracy is on the inside, and oh, what was that? I want to see what happened from Kira's perspective, POV. So we have Bracy and Phil who are battling each other and going side by side. Kira's coming from the back. Oh, that was Phil, missed his point and pushed a bit on Bracy. My bad if I said something bad about Kevin, it wasn't his fault. So let's get back to the race, shall we? Ahmed is still first with quite a margin now, followed by Schalk and Kira having a snap of oversteer at the exit of the corner, but managed to regain control of the car. Monk with a half-second penalty, followed closely by Bandit. Bandit might be able to overtake him thanks to the penalty. Kieran is back on 7th position after losing a ton of position during lap 4 and 5. So let's have a look at the grid, shall we? We only have 3 laps to go. So we have Ahmed who is first, Schalk second, KR third, Abe fourth. Nice job from Ferrari's driver. Another Ferrari, but not the same team. Monk 5th, Bandit 6th, Kieran 7th, Bracy 8th, Chaos Druid 9th, Phil 10th, Michel Beaumont 11th, Scholar 12th, Banky 13th, Young Sappy 14th, and Juho 15th. Something must have happened to Juho because he wasn't that far, and now he is dead last. Let's hope for him that it will be better because I was fighting him during the mine charity race. He had a stellar pace. I wasn't able to come back to him. Well, we're not the same tier for sure, but he was going very fast. No one in our lobby was able to compete against him. Even other tier 5 or tier 4 drivers. When they want, he can be very fast. And I think he is one of the rarest drivers driving without any ABS, or at least a very low ABS. Uh, let's see what's happening in front. Nothing's changed a lot. We have Kera who is coming back and just taking the best lap right now. He's coming back on Schalke, maybe winning through it. Oh, nearly loses the rear here, but he's able to regain control and not lose a lot of time. I think he will try something on Schalke before the end. Wasn't Schalke on Citroën? I might be wrong. It must have been another season. My brain is completely messed up. Sorry guys. So as you can see, those two are now very close. In a few corners, if they continue that way, Kia will be in the rear bumper from Schalke and will be able to try something on him. We'll see that later. Let's get back a bit on the grid and see what is happening. Not a lot. Juho with a half-second penalty and with a big gap from the others. It's not his day. I don't know why. I don't know what happened to him because again he's very far from the one that one lap before he was very close to. Something must have happened to him. Let's hope nothing very bad happened to him. Let's see, between those two, until the very end they will be battling. We'll see what will happen later. Let's hope that the 296 drivers are doing a team race, because I've seen teammates battling and even sending each other out. And right when I say that, Phil loses a position to Bracy. Bracy has been able to overtake him quite cleanly on turn 2. And Bracy is now 8th, but Phil is not done yet. He's closing on him, going wider, maybe for a better exit. Bracy staying on the racing line, blocking Phil for any move. And Phil hadn't been able to do anything yet. Let's see if something is happening. No, Juho is still far back. And Monk and Bandit are not done yet too. There's only one lap to go. We just entered the last lap. Those two are battling fiercely. I think that Schalke is now a bit safe. Yeah, I think he's safe. So the battle to follow will be those two. Let's see behind if we have another battle, maybe between Phil and Bracy, between Michel and Chaos Druid, between both Lambos. Uh, we'll see what will happen later. And Chaos Druid on the outside on Michel, and the overtake is done. Will Michel be able to retaliate very quick? Because that's the last lap. Chaos Druid protecting on the inside, Michel trying for the switcheroo, but Chaos Druid closes the door. Michel going on the inside and shortening the corner, but that was not enough, and Chaos Druid hadn't been able. But Ahmed is, as we speak, nearly crossing the line. And for the sprint of RBR, Ahmed is starting, he is finishing first, Shark second, Kara third, Abe fourth, nicely done. Bandit fifth, Monk sixth, Kiran seventh. Like I said, nicely done for the 296 drivers, being third and fourth. Bracy ace, Phil ninth, Keros Druid 10th, but with a second penalty, he might lose the position. Michel 11th, Scholar 12th, Benki 13th, Young Safi 14th, and Joe, who is finishing 15th. Nice sprint, guys. Now let's have a look to the feature, shall we? Fuck. Replays ALR back. Game is so shame of ABR that it's all the way down the list. T4 sprint, T5 blue feature. Let's go. Thanks for Juho for having shared both replays. And it seemed, hello Chaos Druid. It seemed that we could have some rain. It's very dark. We could have some rain. Let's have a look at the grid and the tires. Chaos Druid first soft, Phil second medium, Bracy third medium, Kiran fourth medium, Monk fifth medium, Bandit sixth medium, Abe seventh hard, KR eighth mediums. So both Ferrari drivers have decided to opt for a different strategy. Let's see how it will work during the race. Schalk 9th soft, Ahmed 10th mediums, Michel Beaumont 11th mediums, Benki 12 mediums, Young Sapi 13 mediums, Juho 14th mediums, Abula, who is back from his disconnection from last race, starting 15th on mediums, and Skora, I must have missed that, he might have been disconnected from previous race too, and starting 16th on medium. So a few drivers decided to go for soft, including the leader. So let's see how it will end up. And as you can see, there's rain. We can see the wipers on the car going. So let's hope for them that the rain will be not too much and that it will stay drivable all the way. It's already on the first line of the raid, first corner. Did anything wrong happen? It doesn't seem so. We already have a couple battles like here between Abe, KR and Bandits, all battling for the same spot on track. Abe Oh, Kira. What happened to Kira? Where is he? Kira, I want to see that. What happened to him? He was going on the outside. Oh, Bandit kept his rear tire, and unfortunately that spins him. That's very unfortunate. Let's hope he will recover from that. Bandit seems to be waiting a bit because he's falling down the 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 leaderboard. We'll see that. Let's see in front. So Chaos Raid, remember Chaos Raid is on soft, the other drivers are on medium, so Chaos Raid will need to go as fast as he can while he is on soft, but we can see the rain and it seems to be intensifying, so the wipers are going faster now. Just hope for those drivers that the rain won't go any harder. Shulk is now attacking on Abe. Shulk is on the inside for next corner, and Abe going very wide. Shulk on the inside, nicely done from Abe, and now Shulk is under attack from Ahmed. Ahmed already has a good position for next corner, being on the inside, and the Aston Martin is so fast here. He has been able to overtake Shulk, but Shulk trying to position himself on the inside. Ahmad going a bit wide to let space for him, but he wasn't able to overtake. And Joe is already on 9th position. Nicely done of him. Hello, hello, Killgrid. Oh, did I see a Ferrari going alone moving? I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Chaos really is trying his best to create the biggest gap he can from the rest of the pack. He's on soft, they won't last long. I don't know, to be honest, I don't know the strategy for this race. I wasn't able to race on it. So maybe it's a medium soft strategy for this race, I don't know. Bracy and Phil are battling, and Bracy has been able to overtake Phil during the last straight. Will Phil be able to do something and retaliate? Bracy on the inside, Phil on the outside. He doesn't have any room for a switcheroo, and Bracy is now on second place and will stay here. And Phil going wide. I think he missed his braking point, and he had overtook Bracy for a couple seconds, and he's now back to third under attack from Monk. Where is Chaos Raid? Oh, the gap is not big enough, but it's only third lap, so we'll see later. Oops, sorry guys. Sorry, Bracy, to hear that. Well, sorry. Let's get back on track. We have both AMGs driving together, but Michel has a half-second penalty, and both Ferraris are lurking right behind this AMG. They're working together, and they're willing to get up the and Michel. I hope, yeah, Michel has overtook Juho. That's strange, going for an overtake like that, but maybe he's way faster than Juho, and that might be the reason why. Let's in front. Chaos Red has started to create a small gap. Let's hope for him it will be bigger soon. Those four drivers are driving very closely, but not trying a move on each other. Maybe Phila on Bracy now. Bracy is staying on the inside, Phil going on the outside. Oh, and Monk lunges it, but it wasn't meant to be done, and he wasn't able to overtake on Phila. And Michel, after serving his penalty, is still in front of Juho. So, except, oh, I've missed something from Abria. Sorry, guys. Abria must have had an incident. No, he was starting 15th, so yeah, it wasn't that different. But Scola, Bandit, Changsapi, Banky, Juho, and Michel by a small margin are all battling for the same spot on track. Both Lambos trying something, and we have Banky trying to overtake Juho. Banky or Young Sapi? No, it was Young Sapi, sorry. Young Sapi is very close from Juho. Oh, pushing him a bit for good measure. And will we see anything happening before the end of the lap? Maybe here if Young Sapi goes for the inside, but no, he decided to stay behind. Let's up. Oh, and Racy. Where is he? There he is. What happened to him? So he was driving normally. Oh, he was pushed by Monk. Monk lunged it 2 times in a row on that corner. That was supposed to happen at the time, but Monk decided to wait for Gracie. Nicely done. Nice gentleman move to wait for someone you've taken out. That's very nice of him. And now Michel is gaining on them. Kills really still trying to increase his gap from the guys. Yeah, I think that the one I've seen Racy. Am I wrong? We'll see what will happen later. Michel is on the attack on Monk and has been able to overtake him, but Monk is still on the inside for next corner. But Michel is in ahead enough to keep the position, and now Monk has lost another position here. Ahmed, who had started 10th, is already 5th. Roy's skill read at the end of the straight when the others are on the starting line. Ouch. Ah. Sorry guys. Well, let's see what's happening. Those are very close. I'm uh, I'm always afraid when I see that many drivers close to each other. That's always an incident waiting to happen. Maybe I'm wrong and maybe the overtake will be done cleanly. That's strange, Chaos. Is Shulk also on soft? Yeah, he's also on soft. That might be why. But for Shulk, it will not have worked his way because his tires are already quite worn and he hadn't been able to overtake a lot. So we'll see what will happen next. To be honest, I don't know the strategy at all. Maybe the soft drivers started on soft because they saw rain and tried to salvage what they can, but I think that the rain is now off because we can see bright light. Michel with a half-second penalty. Skora has been able to overtake Bandit. I missed that. Sorry. We have Benki who is coming back on him. Where is Young Sappy? Oh, Young Sappy is already 8th. I missed that, so sorry. It seems that I'm missing a lot. Sorry, guys. Uh, I'm doing my best. I'm not feeling well, but I'm doing my best. Abe has been able to overtake Phil after 8 lap, and then Abe is now second. Phil is now third, and Ahmed is already fourth, coming back fast on them, and already overtaking Phil, who went wide. Phil is under attack from Kieran too. Kieran on the inside and going for the move, but Phil is still fourth. Will Kieran go for the move here? Yeah, he does. That's a total of 3 position lost, and Shark is also trying something because he's on soft and Phil is on mediums. If Shark needs to do something, it will be very soon because his soft won't last long. Race Kizrid. Ahmed is now second, so and he's already created a small gap, so I get that the gap Kizrid worked so hard to create will soon close. Let's hope for him that it will not happen, but unfortunately I think that it will happen. Why do you say that? Oh, you went wide? That's for sure. But I don't think that it was Young Sappy's doing. Killsrid with a half-second penalty. I think that Killsrid saw that Ahmed is now behind him and his tires are starting to die. For the sake of the argument, I'm gonna watch, but I won't do it every time. Let's see. Indeed, I'm sorry, he did hit you. And sorry for that, you've lost 3 positions because of that. Let's hope you did a report. Let's get back to the actual race where we were. So, Kerslade with a half-second penalty, that's very unfortunate for him. Because Ahmed is closing fast. Ahmed has already created a gap between him and Kieran. And I think that he will be willing to close the gap with Killrid. and seeing that the soft could last 12 to 13 laps, I think that the strategy here will be a medium soft or a soft mediums. I might be wrong, but I would dare say so, but we'll see what Kelsey does. He has a penalty right now. Ahmed is closing very fast on him. I don't know what GTA 5 race look like, so I couldn't say. Sorry. And Bracy with a 1 second penalty. That's hard after losing that many positions. Adding a 1 second penalty on top. Bracy is now 12 and Abulia 13th. Let's have a look at the grid. Right when I say that, both soft drivers entered the pit. So the soft lasted for nearly 11 laps. That would mean the mediums would need to last 16 to 17 laps. They seems to have that. So I think that the race will be a medium soft. So Ahmed is now first. Imagine that that guy started 10th and is on the same strategy as most driver. He is ahead and he's now first. That just says how fast he is. Oof. Sorry guys. Young Sapi, I saw that Young Sapi was to serve a half-second penalty, and Bandit is right behind both Lambos. Will we see any Lambo Porsche battle? Chaos Druid went to the pit and he exited on mediums and he's now 13. Shulk exited 14th and Bracy, who still has the pit, is between those two. But I just see some part of the track that still are wet. So it seems that the whole track is not wet and it's starting to get very foggy. Let's hope that for the soft drivers who had to stop recently, that the rain will not come back to haunt them. That would be very unfortunate. Monk with a half-second penalty. We have Ahmed, Kieran and Phil who are very close from each other. I love seeing an FT1 on track. That that car is amazing. I love that car. Unfortunately, during the season. Oh, and yeah, the rain is coming back. The wipers from the car are going on again. And as you can see, there's some water on the ground because the water level on the tires is going up and down. Let's just hope that both soft drivers. Oh, the race is harder here. On that part of the track, it's very. The race is quite heavy. Yeah, the race is more and more heavier. Sorry. At least on the first sector of the track, it's very heavy, but it doesn't seem to rain that much here. It seems to be a first sector thing. It seems to be raining, but not that much. Bracy with another half-second penalty. Schalk with a 3-second penalty decided to go into the pit and use the intermediate, but with a 3-second penalty, will this be a good? We'll see that later. Let's see what the drivers in front were. Okay, so most drivers have decided to stay out, but we have some like Benki, Abuya, Young Sapi. They all decided to go into the pit, I think, to use. Oh, and as we can see, the drivers with slick. We already see water spray behind the cars. That means that the water on the ground is staying. So it's gonna be hard for the slick drivers to stay on track. Maybe for Schalke it will be a good decision, but he's very far behind. Oh, the rain is harder and harder. It must be so hard to have to continue driving with the slick, with that much rain. Don't brake too late or you'll get out, just as Ahmed did right now, going very wide. Fortunately for him, it's crosses the line, so he will end up with a 3-second penalty, but maybe he decided that it was worth it. So Phil, Ahmed and Kieran are in the pit. Will Monk enter the pit? He's having a very hard time and he slips and spins himself. Oh, that's hard. Fortunately for him, the game just sent him straight. We have one driver who decided Bracy with 3-second penalty. That's that's hard for him. I just saw someone else. Oh, whew. Thank you, the game, for ghosting Scholar, because it would have been a disaster. Young Sapian Inter, Kieran Inter, Aurea Inter, Benkin. We still have Bandit, who didn't enter the pit and decided to continue with his mediums. Will this decision be the good? Ahmed with his 3-second penalty? As I said, he entered the pit quite hardly. Why is there so many deleted messages? What's happening? And we have who is having a hard time on track. A bit in the pit for the Inter. I think that someone was resetted. Young Sapi with a half-second penalty. I think I missed something. Abe decided to exit the pit on mediums. Is the rain already out? I don't think it was. Maybe it was worthy, but as you can see, there's still a lot of water on ground. So he will have to drive very smoothly, as if he was on ice. the at least the inter racer can go full throttle. What's happening? Abe lost the rear. Yeah, like I said, he decided to go for the mediums, but it was maybe too soon, and he has been blue flagged by a few drivers, Kieran, Phil, and Ahmed. The rain seems to have finished because the wipers are not going on now. But it seems that some part of the track still are very wet. So it's gonna be hard for the driver to decide whether you use the inter or the slicks. For now, I would keep on the inter because there's too many parts on track where it's okay. Uh, there's too many parts on track where it's still very wet, and going for the slicks here might be a bit ballsy, let's say it that way. Abe is going very slow to try to not spin and is on the verge of being blue flagged again by Benki, Abulia, and maybe Kera. Kieran is getting on Scholar right now, but it's just a blue flag. As you can see, the track is still very wet. If you try to go for a slick on a track that is that wet, you could end up like Abe and very unfortunately having a hard time and losing a lot of time. Bandit went into the pit, changes his tires. He was on mediums and now he's on inter. Okay, that's definitely a way to go. I don't know what to say about that. We have a yellow flag. Who is just someone? Oh, Abe is in the grass trying to let everyone goes. And he also has damage, so he might have been too far. He's staying out on his mediums, where as you can see the track is still very wet. I don't know how it will end up for him. Phil Kieran has been able to create a small gap from Ahmed, but Ahmed is currently slowed down by the car that he's blue flagging. That's how it works in real life racing. When you're blue flagging someone, they're not just disappearing from the track. You have to overtake them. They do their job. They do their race. It's just your job to overtake them and try your best to do it as clean as possible. And it was done cleanly. I think we've lost two drivers. Who might that be? Michel, I would say. At least Michel, but I don't know who would be the second one. We have both Aston. We have both McLarens. Oh, okay, thank you. So that's, oh yeah, Bandit Gracie left the race. So that's Michel and Bandit. AB is back into the pit. Is he willing to go for Inter again? But the track is drying depending on where you are on track. Let's see what will happen to him. He's now on soft. So let's hope that the 9 laps he has to do, oh, with a 3-second penalty. That's hard. And let's hope that the soft tires will help him as much as he can. Juho going into the pit. What tires will he change for? It seems that there's some rain. No? Am I wrong? Yeah, I might be wrong. Sorry, guys. Andrew exited the pit on soft. Abe is trying his best, but 3-second penalty. Oh, and now he's in the gravel. He has to get back on track. He is back on track. And I just see someone who is spinning. Who is it? That Scholar who spun. What happened to him? He's on Inter. Oh, went into the grass a bit, but that was too much for the Inter, and he's in the grass. That was very unfortunate. Fuck. Okay. Let's see what's happening in front. We only have 6 laps to go. Kieran is still first with a small gap in front of Phil, with a very small gap in front of Ahmed, and Abdullah is quite far under attack from Benki. The Inters are starting to die because depending on where you are on track, the track is no longer wet enough to safeguard the Inter, but a way to safeguard them would be driving on the wet part of the track. That's what I did during a Le Mans race a few couple seasons ago. We had rain coming. I tried to push my Inter as far as I could, and on the last corner it was drying up like it is doing right now. So I was obliged to drive on the wettest part of the track to save my tires. And it did help me because I think that I finished second or third. So, oh, and Phil sliding to enter the pit. Let's hope that it will not end up with a 3-second penalty, because he hadn't crossed the line from the track, but he has crossed the line on the outside part of the track. We'll see that. So we have both Ahmed and Phil in the pit. Kieran have decided to stay out for at least one more lap. Kea is also in the pit. Abulia and Benki overtook them. Ahmed going out on soft. With the Benki being in front of Ahmed now, but Ahmed is on soft on a dry there's there's a line on the track that is very dry. If you stay on that line with those soft, it will be helping. It will help you. Sorry. Phew. I'm not feeling well. It's hard for me. Sorry. I think that Kieran will enter the pit soon. Let's see if he does. I think so because his inters are nearly dead. Let's see. Braking, slowing down, and going into the pits. And Abe, that was not the day for Abe being blue flagged by 10th position. That was not a day for him. Oh, and Young Sappy with a 3-second penalty. Is that the third or fourth 3-second penalty we see today? To be honest, this pit lane is quite tricky. If you come a bit too fast, you're crossing the line, and if you on the exit you're not already 100% on it, you could easily cross the line on the exit. So Kieran exited the pit and is still first with a bigger gap he had first, but now Ahmed has been able to overtake Phil. So Ahmed is now second, but Phil is back on second. What happened? Did Ahmed give the position back? Maybe I missed a collision between those two and Ahmed decided to give the position back. Oh, and did Kieran spin? Oh fuck. Sorry guys. Here we were. No, he just slowed a lot. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything going on right now? Scholar isn't the blue flag. Oh, I just heard tires. Oh, I heard tires screeching and Young Sappy going very wide. Being blue flagged as well. Getting back on track, but oh, yeah, he's on a very wet part of the track and the car can easily spin. It's a lot of time loss here. He's getting back on track. He's still on the wettest part of the track. Now he's back on the dry part. He should be better now. What did I see? Did I see a Porsche with, yeah, Bandit with a 3-second penalty? That's unfortunate again. Another one. At least it's not like Le Bleu, any track like that where if you have a 3-second penalty, you're losing way more than 3 seconds. You're using like 5, 6, 7 seconds. At least on this track, the 3 second will be mostly 3 seconds. Kieran has been able to create a small gap between him and second place, and Ahmed is coming. Oh, something must have happened to Phil because he is very far from Ahmed now. I might have missed something. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Um, let's get back on it. We are two laps to go because 26, yeah, 2.5 laps to go. I had to count on my fingers to be sure. Agria is catching up. He's still on mediums. That's strange. He decided to keep the mediums. Let's see if it will help him, and because the track is very dry now, at least on the racing line. So if a driver stays on the racing line, it might not be a problem. Is Ferrar driving with the PSVR? Because I think that I saw PlayStation VR on his wing. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah, PlayStation VR 2. Phil seems to be driving in VR. Kudos to him for driving in VR. We have a yellow flag. Who is it? Oh, that's very not the day for Abe. I haven't counted how many times he spun, went out, things like that, but he has lost a lot of time. He has been blue flagged 2 times by the top 3. That's harsh. It reminds me of my first race. Oh, someone is out. Joho had a mistake. As I said, it reminds me of my first league race. It wasn't with ALR, but it was my first league race, and I ended up blue flagged a lot. I hated that. Oh, and Juho missing his braking point, going very wide and getting back on track. Right now, it's not the time to miss your braking point or not staying on the racing line, because the you can see easily that the racing line is dry, but the rest of the track is not dry at all. So don't try too much. We have another yellow flag. It's from Monk this time, and he is on the blue flag. The drivers in front are so fast that they've blue flagged one time near all the pack, and they're starting to blue flag the second time a good part of the pack. That's saying how fast they are. We are on the last lap. Kieran is safely in front. Unless he does a big mistake, he might win. Ahmed has a safe gap from Phil. Let's stay with Kieran till the end, because he will end in a few seconds. Yeah, and big shout out to Abe for not rage quitting. A lot of drivers would have rage quitted. So Kieran is now crossing the finish line first. We have Ahmed, who is coming. Ahmed is second. Phil's third. Kia, what happened to Kia? Losing a position in the last corner. That's very unfortunate, and Abulia finishing fourth. Kia will finish fifth. That's very unfortunate. I don't know what happened. Juho is on his way and finished 6th. And Schalke, Chaos Redeye, and Benki are the last to have to cross the line. So Schalke crossing the line on 7th position, Chaos Grid on 8th, and Benki will end up 9th, Bandit 10th, Skara 11th, Monk 12th, Young Sappy 13th, and Abe 14th. Like we said, shout out to Abe for staying till the end of the race. Despite what happened to him, that was not his day, and that was very nice of him. I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to do the comms from Lago Maggiore, but I'm not feeling good at all. I won't be able to do them today. I'll do them during the week. So see you during the week. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I did my best despite my my current state. So see you guys. Bye bye.